This is not about a person. This is about performance, vision, leadership. Nitin Gadkari. I like people who can get things done. A very common sight in many offices across Maharashtra. These small tabletop boards convey a big message. Be among those who make a difference, who perform. Mumbai 1995. A metropolis made up of crowd and congestions. A potential mega city frozen at each step. Traffic blockages were routine. The streets in India's commercial capital were overflowing, choking and gasping. This is about how Mumbai got changed. 1995, Maharashtra's new Public Works Department Minister Nitin Gadkari promised a range of solutions for a better Maharashtra and Mumbai, and it was soon found out that he actually meant what he had said. In just 5 years, Mumbai got 55 new flyovers, something that looked unimaginable and impossible. But yes, the dream city had finally found its wings. Even today, Mumbai is running, not crawling. Mumbai and Pune, the 8 hours journey was infamous for exhaustion and accidents. This is how an 8-hour-long journey was cut to just over 2 hours in only 2 years. When Nitin Gadkari announced an ideal, world-class and India's first express highway, there were questions like, where was the money, the budget? The lowest tender offered came to a staggering rupees 3,600 crore. The idea looked impossible. But it was made possible. The huge tender offered was rejected to pave way for a new history. MSRDC was launched. The Maharashtra State Road Development Corporation. A new era in India's surface transport. This is how history was made. Welcome to Mumbai-Pune Express Highway, India's first 6-lane, concrete, high-speed, access-controlled, truly expressway. It was built by saving a staggering amount of rupees 2,000 crore, a truly new-age road that makes India proud. MSRDC went on to succeed in attracting investments to the tune of rupees 4,000 crore and kickstart several development projects. With limited resources and budgets, governments find it hard to provide basic infrastructure to the vast rural areas, just because most of the funds are used up by the ever-growing urban demands. This has been the common challenge everywhere in India. Nitin Gadkari discovered the concept of BOT, build, operate and transfer. An innovative idea for the urban Maharashtra so that private investments could be attracted to cater to the growing urban needs for world-class infrastructure, so that the government can utilize funds in a better way for rural people. This was like putting thoughts into action. For the welfare of the state and its people, Maharashtra was never the same again. History has witnessed that those who criticized BOT later adopted it as the ideal model of development. I like people who can get things done. These lines by Nitin Gadkari reflect the same spirit of working hard and achieving the impossible for the nation. Between 1995 and 1999, Maharashtra's PWD looked present everywhere across the state. An extensive road network that connected even most remote villages to the rest of India. Now medicines, ration, education and development can reach here all around the year. Remote Melghat became accessible to help fight malnutrition, to support the battle for life. The BRO, Border Road Organization, was entrusted to build a road network in Gadchiroli that even now plays a crucial role. to bring the help for the tribals in the Naxal-infested forests, to help maintain the upper hand of the law and order. This is no miracle. This is just the true politics. Politics for the poorest of poor. Politics for the nation's development. It was time for sharing the skills. States like Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Bihar became richer in experience and expertise. An extensive road network. National recognition came when the then Prime Minister Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee appointed him as the chairman of Government of India's NRRDC. Here he began planning and designing a program for rural connectivity. Here too, Nitin Gadkari put to use simple ideas effectively, like applying 50 paisa cess on the sale of per litre diesel for building rural infrastructure. Nitin Gadkari is also known as one of the main architects of the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana launched during the NDA regime that changed the face of the 21st century rural India and that of the urban India as well, by conceiving, designing and constructing the Golden Quadrilateral linking the metros for a faster and safer India. Titles like the Flyover Man or the Infrastructure Man did never really mean anything. To him, all this work remains just the true politics.
इसके लिए विकास की राजनीति होनी चाहिए। जात, पंथ, धर्म और भाषा इसके विवादों में नहीं फंसना चाहिए। हम ऐसे समाज को खड़ा करें जो सामाजिक आर्थिक विषमता से मुक्त है और जात, पंथ, धर्म और भाषा के विवाद से ऊपर उठकर समता के आधार पर, समरसता के आधार पर एक सुखी, समृद्ध और संपन्न समाज बने, जिसमें बेरोजगारों को रोजगार मिले, गरीबों को रोटी, कपड़ा और मकान मिले और इस देश में विकास हो, टेक्नोलॉजी में देश आगे जाए और दुनिया में सबसे बड़ी ताकत बने। क्या ये हमारी राजनीतिक प्रेरणा नहीं हो सकती? क्या इसके लिए हम काम नहीं कर सकते? कर सकते हैं।
The true politics for better GDP, for better per capita income, for better employment generation, for better tomorrow. Nothing else matters. Have a look at this, the Bandra Worli Sea Link. It stands today, saving time, fuel and energy, making a difference to 1,000 lives every day as a testimony for his planning and vision. 1997, Nitin Gadkari initiated the blueprint for the economic metamorphosis of Vidarbha. This included an idea for a cargo and passenger hub at Nagpur with a multifaceted development plan, thinking ahead for central India. Mihan, designed to attract global investments in a range of sectors as diverse as IT, construction and health. The aim is to generate an estimated 4 lakh jobs, half of it to engineers. And while the idea got mixed responses, Gadkari was busy procuring the crucial governmental nods from various levels like this one. 10 years later, May 2008, the opponents to his idea were engaged in verbal duels for the credit over Mihan as it began taking shape. Nitin Gadkari was busy doing this, giving presentations on how to gear up themselves to welcome the international project. People arrived in thousands and in lakhs to hear him, transcending barriers of age, class, caste and religion, to know more about the new courses to learn, about the new global opportunities, about the new investments and how to get their share of benefits. This is leadership with initiative, because a leader should be like a self-start engine which also takes others along to newer heights. Without any business background in the family, he once began with a small initiative called Purti, offering better prices to the farmers for their sugarcane, soybean and rice husk. Purti today has a capacity to generate 36 megawatt power generation per day by using bagasse, a so far wasteful residue after sugar production, and also by using rice husk, getting best out of waste. Purti reuses in its boilers methane gas, so far considered another wasteful byproduct in sugar production, saving crores on fuel expenditure. And the organic residue in sugar production is used for a popular brand of biofertilizer, Bhu Suraksha. Nitin Gadkari continues to lead by setting examples in promoting sources for non-conventional energy like biodiesel and cogeneration in pursuit of energy that is environment friendly, like promoting solar fencing, modifying technology to ensure security of poor farmers' harvest. Many such silent revolutions have been triggered for the rise of the last person. This is the path to Antyodaya as shown by the great thinker Pandit Deendayal Upadhyay for the socio-economic rise of the poorest of poor in society. Nitin Gadkari has been practicing this since decades. In Vedha for the tribal artisans by finding better prices and better markets in India and abroad for their world-class bamboo crafts. In Purti Agrotech, marketing bakery products and Indian spices professionally made by rural women. Setting up a pre-cooling plant or running dairy networks. In Purti Super Bazaar, a modern departmental store which also provides a platform for the products of domestic use made by common housewives and needy women to earn their livelihood respectfully. Most importantly, for Nitin Gadkari, his brands Purti and Yash give direct employment to thousands and indirect employment to an estimated 1 lakh people every day. It's the path of Antyodaya. May it be formulating state policy as a minister to build roadside sheds to practicing cobblers, or while being out of power, building surprisingly low-cost but quality housing for the unorganized workers. He can talk about Antyodaya because he has already practiced and proved it. It is heartening to know that this politician has also helped over 2,000 life-saving heart operations for the needy, for the economically backward, and also to know that he and his colleagues together adopted and supported over 500 families of farmers who had committed suicide. Because when you donate an eye, it changes a life. But when you give a vision, it changes generations forever. Born in a simple farmer's family, Nitin Jairam Gadkari has a very simple idea about life's ultimate goal. As his mother, a prominent Jan Sangh worker, had once told him, the biggest asset for any nation are its people. People who are selfless, dedicated and who possess a strong will.
केवल आवश्यकता है उस काम के प्रति आपकी इच्छा शक्ति और लगन। और इसलिए मैं अक्सर एक बात कहता था कि if there is a will, there is a way, and if there is no will, there is only survey, discussion, seminar, committee, subcommittee and decision. Strong political will अगर होगी तो टेक्नोलॉजी और रिसोर्सेस इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, आप कुछ भी काम कर सकते हैं।
Gadkari, who began with ABVP and later with BJP's youth wing, went on to become a man of the people. Represented graduates in Maharashtra Legislative Council in 1989, 1990, 1996, 2002 and 2008. Yes, 5 times, including once as unopposed. As the leader of opposition in Maharashtra Legislative Council for 6 years, he single-handedly exposed several scams during the Congress NCP rule and forced the state government to act on a number of issues of social importance. And in 2005, as the president of Maharashtra BJP, the first thing he did was to put a board up which read, "Country comes first, party is second, self-desire comes third." This probably explains why this commerce graduate with an LLB and so much amount of experience remains what he has been all through, a grassroots worker.
मैंने इस वार्ड में काम किया है, घर जाता हूँ रात को 10-12 बजे, मेरी 3-4-5 जगह छोटी छोटी मीटिंगें होती है, स्कूटर पर घूमता हूँ इधर, तो मैं ये अभी भी जमीन से जुड़ा हुआ कार्य करता हूँ और मैं ये मानता हूँ कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कार्यकर्ता होना ये सबसे बड़ा सम्मान है। और चाहे पद मिलेंगे चले जाएंगे, विरोधी पक्ष नेता पद आया था चला गया, मंत्री पद आया था चला गया, और कोई पद मिलता है तो चला जाएगा, पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कार्यकर्ता ये मेरा सबसे बड़ा पद है। ये सिद्धांतों के लिए है, विचारों के लिए है, और राष्ट्रीय पुनर्निर्माण के लिए हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, सामाजिक आर्थिक परिवर्तन के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। और मैं तो अपने व्यक्तिगत निजी जीवन में भी, तो बात जरूर है कि मैं अपने खुद की व्यवसाय इस सब ध्यान देते हुए भी सब काम सोशल कॉन्शियसनेस, सामाजिक जाणीव से काम करता हूँ। और मुझे लगता है जनता में निश्चित रूप से अपने का हम जो अच्छा काम करेंगे तो जनता उसको अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स देती है।
And like every worker, he has a one-line mantra: do whatever the party tells you to. Don't get euphoric in victory or distressed over defeat. Follow karmanne vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Because working for the society, nation is always much better than politics for power. This is just to promote the spirit of working for the nation. Let politics be in the spirit of working for the nation.